You know, when you are asking that there are so many things and what is it that needs to be done, I'm reminded of the time when Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa to India. And he had been in South Africa at the center of a civil movement for quite a while, almost 2 decades, more than 2 decades. In between, he had kept coming to India to attend Congress sessions and to visit and these things. But there was not much depth in those visits. So finally, when he left South Africa for good and landed in India in the middle of the second decade of the last century, Gopal Krishna Gokhale told him, no public life for you for at least 1 year. Yes, you have been an outstanding leader in South Africa and you had victories and you have the capability to mobilize people and rally them behind you. But no public life in India for you for at least 1 year. Just abstain. Observe, watch, travel, no. First of all, read this country. Because there are just too many things at too many places. You cannot blindly rush into anything. At the same time, you cannot wait for long, Gandhi. You are already in your 40s. You are already in your 40s and you are well equipped to do something. The kind of experience, the repository that you have cannot be allowed to go waste. It must be put in the service of the nation. But it cannot be immediately rushed. So have some kind of a sabbatical for 1 year. Gandhiji considered Gokhale his teacher and he followed the advice. He just kept studying. He said, there are so many things happening in this vast land. From Burma till Afghanistan, from Tibet till Lanka. And then he started to get a handle on things. Then came the Champaran movement. It's not that he had consciously selected to be in Champaran. That too was a kind of an accident. But then when you are prepared, then very solemn accidents happen with you. Even accidentally, the right things can happen to you only if you are prepared. So Gandhiji knew that there was something that needs to be done, but I don't yet know what is it that needs to be done. Just like your question, there are so many things happening everywhere. It's a very vast country. It's a subcontinent. What do I put my hand into? So he was reading, he was meeting people, he was traveling extensively, he was studying the Indian landscape. And then the accident happened. Somebody from a god-forsaken village, a district in Bihar, came to him and kept shadowing him and said that such a thing is happening there and we need you to come and support us and defend our rights. The British masters are forcibly asking us to grow opium on 15% of our land, and that's exploitative. Are you getting it? If you are serious about the whole thing, what would you do? You would do what he did. You would read, you would meet, you would travel. You would observe. You would be all the time alert. You'd want to find out an opportunity. And it's far easier today. It's the information age. Even traveling is far easier today. At that time, to reach Champaran, you had to travel on an elephant back. That's how Gandhi reached. Today, all these things are available. You can fly to the Amazons if you want to. And you don't need to fly because all the information is available. The videos are there, the perspectives are there. What is it that you want? Hmm? So, your sincerity is judged by all the background work that you are doing. You cannot say you want to do good to the world. You cannot say that, for example, you are very concerned with climate change and you do not know the scientific basis for all that is happening. You cannot just rush into some activity or the other. You cannot become a social media warrior or a placard soldier without knowing the fundamentals. Don't you want to study the science first? Don't you want to know what kind of actions are best suited if you want to fight this catastrophe? And if you do not know what action is best suited to fight it, how are you taking any action? I'm asking you, with no bias against tree plantation, how do you know that planting trees is the best way to counter this menace? Do you have the numbers? Without having the numbers, why do you just want to offer a nominal service to the cause? Hmm? Must you not first of all study the UN reports? And there are so many other organizations keeping a watch over the climate. Should you not take out time to go through those reports and know what the whole thing is really about? Or do you just want to be a do gooder? Hmm? A society man? It is often fashionable to do all these things. Study and then act with total commitment and determination. If your action is founded on the basis of understanding, then your action becomes irreversible. But if your action is coming from some flimsy point, then such action has no momentum. It doesn't have longevity because it doesn't have sincerity really.